Yeah, less than ideal.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen, rock and roll,
Yeah.
I don't know
and
who
then
I'm
wash
talking.
your hands,
Once a year, just like
and then wash them again.
Joe, you're making me sad.
it's part of my job.
Keep your raccoon paws away from me.
We didn't tell you that's volunteer work, sir. No one's paying you for that.
Damn it.
I can't overstate. Keep your raccoon paws away from me.
So for the record, at most, I can get you cold Colby bolts for $3 a pair.
Colby or Corby?
Colby, I don't remember. Probably Corby. Ah, crap.
You leave Colby's bolts alone.
Yeah, he probably needs them.
Yeah, I imagine. Infinite, what is up? Raccoon paws indeed.
Hell yeah.
Also, yo.
All of the raccoon paws. What are your raccoon paws carrying?
Yeah. What Dennis said, eventually.
Hey, no one's timing me. Leave it. It's gonna be a slow night.
Well, that's fair. CPM, what is up? I'm gonna be honest. I read that like the '90s beer commercial. Was it beer? Bud, right?
Was that what a Budweiser? Yeah, something.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
Joe doesn't know.
Joe never knows.
I have a wide pool of knowledge. That pool is very shallow.
We know.
A wide, shallow pool. So the kiddie pool. You're in the kiddie pool.
Yeah, don't make me repeat myself.
Just splashing around. Apparently, Infinite is carrying a new to him CJRB. Is it a Tigris?
Yeah, it flows like the river, but then it's built like a tank. I don't know.
I thought it was built like a shoe. It's in like shoe primary colors, no?
Maybe Nike.
Like,
does it match your Nikes?
That's exactly what I was picturing. Now I must know. If it doesn't, you need to buy new shoes. I don't make the rules.
Or,
Chrome is just destroying my computer's memory usage today for some reason, so I'm gonna restart that.
Spite.
So I'm sorry if this entire stream just goes down randomly. Memory usage was at 100% for like 15 seconds there.
It's not what you want.
Nah.
You could definitely do better, I think.
Just really thinking about it.
Keep your shit together, Joe. Keep it together. Hey, Paul, what are you carrying today?
Myself, and I'm carrying a Benchmade Anthem because it's pretty neat.
Oh my god!
I rediscovered the fact that I slammed the tip of this thing into a glass tabletop, and it's like not damaged. It's not blunted, but it's not sharp anymore. And I have not resharpened it.
There we go.
So it's been shunted? Is what you're saying? It's kind of sharp, kind of blunted?
Something like that. I almost got the loop right on this thing. Almost. It's a slight stutter.
Dick Richards, Ben, evening, gents. Thanks for joining us.
Hello.
Indeed. Cheers. What is up? Benchmade Anthony goodness.
It is. I had a weird delay on my live stream there. I think I'm caught up now. But
it took a minute. But
Good times. How much sticky tack?
Well, you can tell it's not touching the.
It's contacting something.
Yeah, there was significant balls of sticky tack both under the clip and blade.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah.
I also can't help but notice that you still have the dragon wing flip on it.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
He's just like playing Game of Thrones at home alone.
You know. We're getting there. And by that, I mean I've made absolutely no progress.
Well, on similar notes, Dick Richards had his crossbones out today. So
there you
go. Oof.
Yeah. Shit, eh?
Just fucking roasting the audience. I haven't even gotten into it yet. And for the record, Crossbones is a sweet little knife. It's great.
Compare that to an anthem. Come on, it was a slag on an anthem, but it's also,
you know, you have to not like perfection.
Few things compare.
Oh, we'll get there. We'll talk about a comparison. Anyway.
Alrighty, who's next?
I don't know. I'll go next. I don't care.
Sure.
Stop me.
Tell me I won't.
What are you gonna do about it? It's that kind of day.
Bam! There's a picture.
I've had 4 hours of sleep in the last 24 hours. I'll show you a thing or two. Yeah, Thug Life chose me. It's appropriate.
Yeah.
Thug Life.
And by the way, not the XL.
Did it choose you?
No, this guy?
Mm-hmm.
Almost instantly. I don't know why it's not focusing, but anyway, it doesn't matter.
Imagine my disappointment. Because the Civivi version of the Thug is called the Thug 2, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Instead of the Thug Light. Come on.
Thug 2, even thuggier.
Yeah. The Thuggening.
No, the Thuggening should have been the name for the XL.
The XL. It is. That is the Thuggening for sure. I got a good glinty on this one too, but
yeah. Really appreciate that.
She's shiny.
20 CV shines pretty good. You know,
it really does. Even when you blunt the tip.
You know, maybe you should stop blunting the tip on your knives, please.
You know, it's probably best if I don't slam the tip of my knife into glass very hard.
As like
hard enough to make yourself jump.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Don't do that to your own knives, and certainly don't do it to somebody else's.
Look, this knife's been thrown, and it wasn't by me.
Yeah.
That makes it sound like somebody was like throwing it like at a target, and that's not the case. But
that would be slightly better.
No one was stabbed. No. It's fine.
I hate the idea of this being thrown at a target. That actually hurts my feelings.
It's good. It's good.
Vibration enough, the whole handle just blows apart.
Oh, why are you trying to hurt my feels?
You found out there's internal screws. It's not an integral at all.
The longest pun of all. Oh, yeah, I suppose. Got to be careful with those.
No, those ones stay in. It's an access lock bar that's much stronger than the original one, so that actually stays intact. The rest of it, however.
Why they didn't incorporate that further into their lineup?
It would be so easy.
Because they stole Granny's clothespins. What do you got, Joe?
I was also carrying some 20 CV today. Back to my 707.
Really? We were all carrying 20 CV today?
Yeah.
Look at us be all like nerdy and shit without trying.
Bougie. Yeah, I was just going to say bougie as fuck. Absolutely.
That's bougie. For the record.
It's not
Bobby
Bouger unless it's from the Bouger.
Bobby Bouger.
Yeah. It's got to come from the Bouger region in France. Otherwise, it's just sparkling arrogance.
Nice, Joe.
Yeah.
Speaking of sparkling arrogance,
that could be a memoir for the record.
Sparkling arrogance, a memoir. Holy shit! Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this has been an attempt on my life. So before we go too much forward, speaking of sparkling arrogance, I was just talking today about how impressed I was with the Fickle spring on the back end of my CRKT Kiss Assist. Would you believe that the fucking thing failed on me today after
It
damn
broke.
near 11 years of faithful service? I got a close-up picture of the spring here, right at the fracture point.
Bro, what the hell?
Yeah, I
What
have
with
really.
you and CRKT?
So, I don't know. I have to say, though, it pisses me off how smooth this action is without the spring. Absolutely zero side-to-side play. And just beautifully smooth on open. Yeah, up and down play up the wazoo, but come on. With CRKT, you gotta count your wins when you. But that being said, habitually playing with this thing since I got it, really like 11 years ago. Pretty sure it's before I worked at the shop. Yeah, and it just decided to fail on me today. So,
You gonna ask her for a replacement?
I thought about it. I don't know. I still need replacement for 2 other fucking springs that they never got back to me about. So,
CVM, I can't believe you own a CRKT. Yeah,
Multiple.
couple of them.
more than I should at this point, to be perfectly honest.
But how often do you break them? Stop
Dude.
breaking your toys. Bro.
It's not like I abuse these things.
There's a couple that are worth owning. I mean,
That's a cool knife.
I still stand by. I still really like their crossbones. It's fantastic. But yeah, anyway, 4-1 out for a good trooper of a knife. Anyway,
good times. That's what you get for talking about CRKT and the good old days.
Dude, yeah, I should have kept my fucking mouth shut.
That's right. They were like self-destruct, engaged.
Yeah.
If you're gonna buy a CRKT, buy one of their fixed blades.
They've actually.
If you can get a decent price on it. I don't want to pay $185 for SK5.
Why not?
I don't know where it went, but that Hisatsu I picked up, I got for like $70. That thing was nice.
That's
Yeah.
the good old
That's a cool
YK30
knife.
or the folder.
Oh no!
The
This
fix.
the fixed blade with the 440A.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, that's good.
Which
Not
honestly,
the-
for tactical fixed blade, I don't care. It's fine.
Not the YK30 variation.
No, dude, that thing would have been sick. I would have loved to have had that in the collection, but can't find them, and then also can't find them for any kind of reasonable price.
Well, I showed you a TRC that was a James Williams design, so just buy that instead. It's
Oh, yeah.
It's
That's-
Vanadis 4 and like $800. What?
Yeah, I kind of like the look of that thing, but anyway. Yeah, so there's that.
All right, 7:30 on the nose. Let's dive in, boys.
100%. So what are we doing today?
I think what we should do. We are honorable mentioning the SHOT Show because next week Joe is moving the hell away from us. No, he's not. He is to me because we actually live pretty close, so I'm pretty sure he is moving the hell away from
The
me.
hell away.
But
Right.
yeah.
Sometimes you gotta do what's the best for you.
Now Paul can get harassed on the other side of the river. You know.
There you go.
So,
Am I the next closest person to you? I guess I am.
yeah, I think so. I was
That or
gonna say
I
maybe.
don't know where Alex is.
Anyway,
Alex
yeah.
is beside closer to work. But anyway, yeah, continue on. We are doing honorable mentions for the SHOT Show. This is going to be our top 3 picks, as well as I referred to it as a WTF pick. Joe referred to it as an honorable mention, and I said there's no honor. There's no honor.
Yeah.
Well-
no, it's a.
There probably is, and that's the problem, is they're probably releasing it
Yeah.
with honor, and that's
And maybe there should
Probably.
be.
part of the issue. Yeah.
I I thought of it as my 3 high points from the SHOT Show, and then the low point. Yeah, that is the way that I chose. That was my criteria.
All right.
Yeah.
Do we want to start off with our what the fucks and then go up into up the rankings that way?
I thought we were gonna do 3, 2, 1. Boom.
3, 2, 1. Then what the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm good with that.
Yeah. Why not?
And then we mock some shit at the end of the video because that's good times. So
Absolutely.
wait until the end, folks. That's all right. I'll mock Joe's pick anyway. So what do you got for us? Number 3. Put you on the spot.
Number 3. All right. Let me find my picture for number 3.
I'm all ready to make fun and shit.
There we go. Oh,
it better not be the same thing.
So I doubt it will be. So my number 3 pick. Well, I have 2 pictures of the 3 that I wanted to show for it. This will have to do. Without any more delay. Is the Artisan RAK. That's right. It was a prototype that made the number 3 squad. But
Splot.
It's a splot. This was their manual out the front, so kind of a pump action. Pump forward, blade comes out, slide it back, it stays in place. You flip the top lever, which is normally the actuation on, say, a Microtech, and it closes the knife. I'm happy to see they're continuing progress with this. It doesn't seem to be just a one-off. They had a ton of different variations at the show. This was like, I won't call it innovation because they did show it off last show, but this is a lot of refinement between that previous model and this guy. So I really, really hope this continues.
I agree with you. The only reason this didn't make it to my list was because of the fact that it was technically last year's announcement.
Yeah, but Joe doesn't play by the rules. So.
No, but I knew Joe was also going to pick it, so I used that as a reason to remove it from my list.
Nice.
So one of us was going to mention it. So
yeah.
Yeah, I knew one of us would.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have Nigel around to break the rules anymore, so it's
got to be one of us.
And I mean, this is such a weird mechanism, but that's like exactly why I like it. This is a knife that doesn't need to exist.
Oh, absolutely not. But I'm very much here for it.
I'm very curious to find out how many countries it will be okay compared to not okay, like worldwide.
And it's going to be based.
An obscure deployment that it's going to fall into a whole bunch of jurisdictions already, either good or bad, right? Like it's so
worse. The worst part is, yes, it locks, but it is a two-handed opening mechanism. So it might be legal in some strange places that you may not expect it to be. But law enforcement might also just be like, no, fuck it, no.
You stop that.
Yeah. I'm going to go CPM on this one. I know that might be alternative to Paul and Joe's.
I know this is a terrible knife. I just want it anyways.
Oh, yeah, 100%. The blade
you both own Chris highlights, so I mean,
I have mine within arm's reach.
I own
in a bag here somewhere.
3 highlights, sir. I am a man of sophistication, and
you didn't have enough R's in that word.
There we go. You think logic played any role in buying this thing? Come on now. I've said this enough times. I own a Spyderco military. I now do not need any more cutting knives that fold. Anyway.
My first thought when I saw the Chris tie light was literally blade go brr.
Yeah, that tracks. All right. Anyway, that was my top pick. My number 3 position pick. Okay. How about you, Paul?
All right. My number 3 pick is also a knife, obviously.
I would hope so.
Yeah. It's the CRKT Rizal Compact. Because I'm going to own this knife.
CRKT, eh? Anything that came out this year, eh?
Dude, this is
Top
I'm-
3 picks.
like buying this knife as soon as it shows up to the shop, buying 2 of them so I can gift it to a buddy of mine because this will be right up his alley. Top 3, it's still third. There's better things out there. I will absolutely be using this thing though. I'll be carrying
Paul,
a knife in the pocket all over the place.
Paul, please don't.
Yeah,
There-
I see him. He's wrong.
Please.
It's like a net.
He's pleading. CPM is literally pleading with you not to make the choices you're going to make. But, I mean,
I can use this knife without wearing gloves. So,
something's to be said for the deep carry pocket clip. Got something
Yeah.
right on a Razor finally.
deep carry clip on the sheath. It's a nice wide square sheath made out of Kydex, so I should be able to neck knife this thing as well. So it seems perfect.
That
Dick Richards, sometimes you and I don't see eye to eye, but that's awesome.
Corner
Right
of
up his
Dumb
alley.
Guys and What the Fuck Street. All right, hurtful guys.
It's 3-sided. They're just like everyone in the chat. I don't even have to. You're taking my thunder. It's all the guys are doing it
Oh,
for
no.
me.
We're getting roasted by all 6 people watching us. Shit. It's not good.
No, my feeling is hurt.
Look, you guys are all
You guys
bunch
are
of
wrong.
bougie nerds.
This knife is going to get punished, and it is going to handle it fantastically.
How does it throw? How does it throw?
We'll find out.
How does something this small throw? I don't know. Probably.
It's
Spins very
3-sided.
fast, I imagine.
I wonder how quick you'll break a Vethceration off of it.
Those are
I guess
pretty
we find out.
stout.
They're flat topped. You don't know. They're also only single sided.
I've seen things, sir. I've seen things.
CPM thinks this knife's gonna punish my neck. Dude, I regularly carry a
This is a, I
Hidden Canyon.
was gonna say, this is a 3-ounce knife. It's not that heavy.
Yeah, it's small.
Your Kaiser's something stupid too, I'm sure.
Nah, it's not that bad.
Not that bad. What
It's
is-
not as heavy as a Hidden Canyon?
Not by a long shot.
Really? Interesting. Interesting. Anyway. Yeah. I don't
Hidden
know,
Canyon
man.
the shark tooth is only
Overall.
2.39 ounces. Wow. Okay. I didn't expect that.
And I think the Hidden Canyon's closer to like 6.
Hidden Canyon is 2.81 ounces as well.
Oh.
apparently.
Really?
6.
Okay.
That's not bad at
Look.
all.
No.
I mean, this is the wood
What?
version, but still.
Has someone swapped out your Hidden Canyon for an SE5 and not told you? Like
It's made of
it's...
That's funny. All right, Dennis, you're up. What's your number 3 pick here?
All right, gentlemen, we waffled all over the place with this shot show because it was hard to keep up.
Quick aside before we. Sorry, Ben is saying that we have a loading latency on our stream tonight. I'm not sure what that means, but that sounds like something Joe needs to know about.
Oh, fun.
Yeah,
Loading
um,
latency.
Sorry,
I-
didn't mean to.
No, it's all good. I'll take a look at the stream settings, but OBS says everything's going okay. Upload speed is fine. It may be on YouTube side.
It does say that we're not live. Well, hey, no, we're live. Never mind.
All right, so down to the nitty gritty. I came out with the Concept Dash as my number 3 pick. Yeah, I didn't even know this thing existed until you guys showed it to me last week. And then there was 5 or 6 things in the running, but this thing really stood out to me. And then I actually saw the variations of it, and it was fancy and stuff.
Yeah, this was definitely in my my running for sure. This is a sweet little knife.
So,
Orange and black
what's
or
that?
micarta. Orange and black or micarta.
So
There's a purple and black one here.
I don't know. Yeah. So here's my question. where's the SKU? Where's the model number for that purple and black one?
There's K3045, A1, A2, A3, and A6. So maybe we could find out.
I don't know. Anyway, something that I noticed was that there's 5 variations, but only 4 SKUs. So, and apparently I didn't notice the 6th part of that. So is there also a 6th variation that we don't know about? Yeah.
Interesting, regardless.
But yeah, digging, actually, I like the carbon fiber in Damascus for a classy little something with the hey.
Yeah, it's neat. I know we talked about this already, but the sharp forward edge on this thing, it's distinctive. It's cool. I'm into it.
Yeah.
Are these are liner locks? It looks like they are.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. There's
CPM is saying in the chat that the chub is better. This is literally a throwaway knife. I don't know why he's calling it a throwaway, and I don't know
because he likes to carry and use maybe use knives that are $1,100 as opposed to.
I was gonna say,
I'm assuming the MSRP on these things are pretty low.
Even Carrie was generous, Joe. Let's be honest.
No, it's just there's another reason he's always wearing gloves in his video.
Yeah.
So you need a good throwaway knife. So, yeah,
this seems like a good choice for it.
I see where we're going with that.
But a relatively small knife, 154 cm. I don't think these are going to be terribly expensive.
Well, and for a little tiny working knife where it's just prying, scraping, whatever type of Kiradashi style stuff, the 154 is probably a good choice.
Yeah.
But you got to tempt me if you're going to tempt me. So, I mean, with me, the carbon fiber and the Damascus one is like, okay, something classy, small, non-intimidating when it's in your pocket. If you're doing domestic flights within Penguin Town over here.
I wonder how they would measure this one.
No pocket clip, huh?
5th pocket carry.
Yeah. I just wasn't sure if I had realized that last time we were looking at it, but looking at the purple now.
So I'm also curious on what number 5 is. If
I want to know what 4 and 5 are.
Well, yeah.
The purple might be 6 or might be 7. Who knows?
So, but I also like the orange and G10. So depending on price point.
Yeah.
But that's fun. Concept's good for you guys. You've been getting my attention with a couple designs every once in a while. You'll throw out 6 to 8 knives a year, and I like one of them. So good going.
That weird bird beaky one that we talked about last week also was in the running.
Oh, really? Yeah. I saw it last week.
It's a cool looking knife.
So number 2.
Number 2.
Yeah, I guess we'll keep the order up. My number 2 then.
Who does number 2 work for?
No one wants to see your number 2, Joe.
No. Unfortunately, I can't go to the manufacturer's website, and there aren't really a ton of good pictures out there. So I'm just going to take you to Lady HQ here because they're one of the only people who have a listing. It's the Fox Knives Vulpix.
Vulpix?
It's almost like Vulpix, which I'm pretty sure I'm remembering correctly. That's a Pokemon. Yeah, it's a multi-tool, motherfuckers, and it's got M390 for a blade, and it looks reasonably sized. Also, it looks, for what I can recall,
that is the most tactical-looking can opener I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, that's aggressive as shit.
It's got a blade catch on the front of it.
Yeah, I think that's a little stupid, but I like the fact that it comes with a bottle can opener, saw blade, and an M390 blade. So there's other versions that are going to be coming out in N690 as well. It's not just M390, which is what this guy is.
Are you praising N690?
Yeah, as far as
at least the price point on a Swiss Army knife. Yeah.
Touché.
They come in a bunch of different variations. Some of them come with scissors. I've been saying for a long time, this is the kind of direction that, fucking Victorinox should have gone a very long time, offering a premium blade steel. Because, hey, multi-tools are kind of cool, and Why would I want to carry this plus a dedicated folder where I might be happier just carrying the one thing with a good blade that's made out of good materials?
I like that
Um,
toothpastey green one there.
it's a little strange. Reminds me of
Yeah.
some of the Microtech green anodization stuff that's been out there in the past.
Yeah, I'm into it.
None of there aren't any prices anywhere on this, and I don't think the Knife News article that was talking about them had one listed either.
I
But
just want to say, Dick Richards, I also agree. That's what I thought he said.
Yeah, that's what I'm going with from now on. Yeah,
Yes.
Volpiss.
you got to deal with that sometimes. It's
Uh,
here's that
good.
kills the grass.
Stop pissing on your neighbor's lawn.
No.
No.
Good times. Good times.
I live in an apartment building. Figure that one out, Jeff.
I don't know how I feel about this. I think Fox has. Is this Fox? Yeah, Fox
It's
has
Fox,
been
yeah.
trying to do this. MKM. I don't know. They've been continuing to try to do the multi-tool Swiss Army style, and I mean, I don't know success-wise. Some sort of relative success, or they probably wouldn't keep doing it. But
I imagine the European market probably sees much more of this stuff than we do. But
Yeah,
and I realize that for me, for a lot of people, this is probably a bit too niche in North America. But I've always really, really liked this idea. So I'm happy to see somebody's doing it.
I do agree with you that this is something that Victorinox should have been doing forever, as far as better knife steels and stuff like that. CPM
Well-
saying in chat that it's because of Rolex, AP, and Patek hoarding all the premium inventory. I'm not sure if he means that Swiss Army makes knives for those companies to put like their branding on, and they use premium materials for that, or
don't know. Don't know.
we'll find out in chat, I assume.
Yeah.
But I do
Be
agree
interesting.
with you. If I was going to get a Swiss Army style knife, I would probably lean in this kind of direction.
Well, and my only curiosity, and they might be able to click on one of these and double check it, but some of the Italian makers making these multi-tools, the stock thickness on the blade are still kind of crazy. And that's the problem. Cool, you're putting M390 on it, but you're turning it into a goddamn hatchet because you're doing it as an outdoor survivally whatever type of thing, right? So
So they're claiming a blade thickness of 0.07 inches, which is 1.778 millimeters. If
I'm
that's
into that.
accurate, and that measurement is accurate to the blade stock thickness, specifically the knife blade. Jesus
that'll
Christ.
do. That'll do, sir. That'll do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
no, I agree with you, Dennis. The Swiss Army knife blade is, as far as its grind,
Oh, dude,
it's on point.
the shape and the thickness of these things, awesome cutters. They just don't stay sharp for shit.
Yeah.
That's all.
Ship
Yeah,
sharp.
Anyway, that's me, I guess, is these guys. And yeah.
Alrighty.
Oh, Victorinox, what is steel?
4116, that's the that's your answer.
It's called Inox, you
Or
uncultured
4112,
swine.
can't remember.
Oh, I guess that's my turn now, eh?
I think so.
It is.
All right. Well, for me, my second choice this year, which you
You're
can
conflicted,
decide.
aren't you?
You guys can decide if it's a burn or not, but it's the Microtech Stitch manual.
I don't know. It's
See, because it's number 2.
yeah,
But yeah,
but it's kind of already a thing. It's
absolutely.
kinda a thing already.
it sure is. But it was a thing that I couldn't have, and this is one that I can.
It's true. It is true.
For
all of the dollarinos.
Yes, and
A
I mean
lot.
the one anybody that's ever seen a Spyderco PPT probably knows why I like this thing. They don't look alike, but they share certain attributes, and I'm into it.
It's a best tech lizard.
It's not.
You sound so sad when you said.
Well, yeah, because I know what a lizard looks like now, and it's hurtful what he's saying. And I like the lizard, but they are different. It still doesn't come up on screen for me. I don't know if you have it up on screen for anybody
Oh,
else.
it is. I'm not 100% sure what's going on with that.
Yeah.
I don't have it up on my screen either.
Yeah, it's not on screen for me.
So,
There may be a bit of a significant delay between start of stream and where we are now. So
weird. I did just refresh and it seemed to have caught up because of my hand motion and stuff seemed to be, but still no picture.
It's
So
claiming that we're live, and now it just be live.
riddle me that, Batman. That's it. It's not even close to a PPT.
It's not.
okay, there we go.
It's not. They just share certain attributes.
Sorry, that one was on me. I didn't swap those two pictures properly.
Sorry,
The image, it was hiding the image. But there it is,
Okay.
yes. The Stitch is the one on the bottom, for those not familiar.
The handle, the finger choil handle ergos has some similarities to a PPT if you looked at it from the opening hole back.
The tip placement as well is very similar. I like my tips down towards my edge like that. I'm into that kind of thing.
Yeah, I guess. I like the other Microtech more sitting in that picture for the record.
Well, just because you can carry left-handed doesn't mean it's worth carrying, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Just because it's a Microtech doesn't mean it's worth carrying either. But number 2 pick for Paul. Here we are.
Yeah. Personal growth.
Yeah.
Yeah. For the record, there are many Microtechs I would love to carry if I could get my grubby mitts on them, but
yep.
Yeah. I don't think it's the worst choice. I understand why you picked it. I understand why you might be conflicted. I'm also conflicted.
Yeah.
But I think I'm with Dennis on this one.
I'm trying not to say anything and get sued, but you know.
Of course. I think for myself personally, I would go with the one above.
You're welcome to your wrong opinions.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can get a Best Tech Lizard for $80 polar bear dollars. So I mean,
what is the Best Tech Lizard
in M390?
Wow. No.
M390 M3 even maybe.
Kinda similar.
No, I'm just harassing him because it's got like this like hint of a vibe of similarity.
It's kind of like if somebody had like mushed the profile of everything around a little bit. But
it's like if a Stitch and a Pillar had a baby.
It's like if somebody drew the Stitch from memory, having never seen a Stitch.
While holding a pillar.
And there's the spreading for PPT. I think I might actually prefer the Stitch's handle to like handle and blade orientation. It's hard to tell just because of the rotation, but it looks like as you're holding the knife, the tip would be lower relative to your thumb in the Stitch than the PPT.
Like I said, it's that double finger choil is the similar vibe that I see with the PPT versus the Stitch.
Yeah.
It's got that part down there is similar.
Apparently Sebastian is offended at me, and I don't know who that is.
Oh.
One of the P's, or maybe a T.
Well, I don't really care what their opinion of me is.
I own 2 of their knives, so I'm
yeah.
Well, by I mean Paul.
They make a hell of a knife.
2 different versions of the same PPT.
Hey. 2 different variations of a PPT.
Yeah.
They're not the same variation. I got the fancy one and the normal one.
Well, I mean, we both own multiple highlights, so.
Neither one of them's that fancy, Paul.
Glass houses.
One of them's carbon fiber and S90. You hush your face.
They're not that fancy.
Hush your
Relatively fancy. That's a thing.
Apparently, Sebastian designed that knife. So, good for him.
It's the other guy.
But I picked his knife, so why would he be offended? You see?
Well, maybe that speaks volumes about you.
Dennis, what's your number? What's your number two? What's your number
Fuck
two
me.
pick?
Number 2 pick, you say?
No.
This one I actually have to thank Paul for. So turn right around. Here you go. There.
Yeah.
Little credit for pointing this one out. It was the Lion Steel Willie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's nice. It's
It's
nice.
nice.
It's really
And it's
nice.
LMAX. They could have hologround it, but
It's M390. They did hollow grind the show versions, but the production is going to be flat.
That's
That's a
M390, not LMAX. Either or.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd actually probably prefer LMAX, but anyway.
Just for the differentness of it.
Because I got M390. I don't have enough LMAX in my world. So
I don't know if I have an M390. No, I do have a couple M390 fixed blades.
I don't own any LMAX.
no one picked the mini Yojimbo. That's because it's a Yojimbo.
Yep. That's
Did I miss them making a mini Yojimbo?
yep.
Or is he talking about the Booker shrimp?
No. There's a mini Yojimbo, but we did talk about it. It's just
Apparently I was in a food state.
just a little guy.
So yeah, good times. That was my number 2 pick. Yeah, and that's 3 of the flavors. I think they have 5 or 6 as well.
There's a bunch of different variations. Micarta, they were talking. I think somebody was talking about a carbon fiber variation.
I think I saw a carbon fiber flavor sitting on their table as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking buy one. I'm really excited about this model.
I like the ivory micarta there. I'm into it.
The irony of me being excited about a pocket fixed blade while also lamenting the lack of innovation at SHOT Show is not lost on me, but I am nonetheless excited about it. So,
and I mean, yes, it is designed pocket fixed blade, but I really like these as just a simple EDC fixed blade on the hip on the belt.
Yeah,
very rarely will carry on in my pocket, but very easily covered up by some sort of t-shirt, hoodie, something like that. That's inconspicuous and not alarming even when you do pull it out, right? So
I will say that if and when I get one of these, it's probably going to end up in a cross draw, kind of like how I used to carry my Sting, because
like a cowboy.
It's such a cute, comfortable looking handle. I can't wait. I'm super excited.
I mean, like a rhinestone cowboy, right?
Joe definitely is a rhinestone cowboy.
Oh God, please! Nothing even similar to cowboy in the slightest.
Rhinestone though.
Yeah, except
little
maybe except maybe cowboy junkies, but yeah. So
yeah. That was it for number 2 picks, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Sure is.
Now
drum roll-a-roonies.
All right, here's my number 1 pick, the most anticlimactic pick ever, the Lion Steel Willie. No joke. That's actually my number 1 pick.
Wow. You got a better picture than I do?
Just the one from the banner from their website. Yeah, that's about it. It's literally the same picture, just cropped differently.
Oh, I gotta be like that, man.
Yeah. Well, that's what I had saved. I didn't know until today that's what your pick. Anyway,
that's hilarious.
Yeah, I'm super fucking jazzed about this. Usually my pick would be a folder, but yeah, for previously stated reasons, I'm really excited about this thing.
CPM is quoted as saying, "Oh no," because apparently I stole your thunder. Totally stole some thunder.
Joe likes Willie.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I forgot the best part about this knife. And if anyone can guess why I will call it my 4 to 430 knife, I don't know. I'll send you something. I'm
not gonna guess then. I'll let the commenters figure it out.
Yes, I know the answer to this question.
I also have a picture of the sheath. This is a really shitty picture, mind you, but it was the only one I could find. Loop over the top, it kind of holds the butt end of the knife in place. That strap continues down into the rest of the body of the sheath, and you supposedly could just loop your belt through it, which also means as soon as you take that off, there's nothing except pressure holding the sheath in place. So this is probably going to be an in-pocket carry, and if I carry it on my belt, I'm going to have to make something out of Kydex for it.
I think you'll be surprised by how well it holds.
Yeah.
I think.
I think it'll be okay. I think once you get it all snugged up and tugged down and, snugged and tugged.
Snugged and tugged, yeah.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
You ever just snug and tug?
How else did he get into the beauty pageant? That's
Yeah, that's fair.
Not really. Actually, it's pretty unfair of us to assume those things, but here we are.
Yeah.
I think I'm pretty enough to be in a pageant. Huh? Well,
why, thank you.
You're beautiful, Joe. He thinks you're beautiful.
Oh. Did I lose pictures there for a sec?
I
think I did, but well.
I think we should just jump right into it and go to my number one pick.
Is it the Willie?
It is the Willie.
I'll throw up Paul's picture because Paul actually has a different picture from Instagram.
From somebody else.
Yeah. So here's a Blade HQ Instagram photo. That's
okay. So
funny.
here's the thing. I really thought actually Joe was going to steal the MKM fixed blade by Terzola.
I'm super into that, but I think I'm into this a lot more.
That's funny, yeah, because I thought that you were going to go in that direction, because that was actually even on my radar. And Terzola's not 100%. I don't know. For me, at least, right? So
yeah, I agree with you there, Dennis.
Sometimes he's like a 40%er for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that fixed blade caught my eye. And probably MKM manufacturing it probably is part of that. Is it seems like they got a pretty good fit and finish on their things. Oh, damn, there we go. That's some olive wood. Oh, Santos wood or whatever they want to call that one.
So, what are you guys picking? I think you already know which one I'm picking.
If there's a carbon fiber option, I'm going with the carbon fiber. Other than that, probably that white handle.
God damn it. We're going to have to save it.
That's okay.
So the top one's not burl. It looks like it's burly, but it's not.
It's not. It's a multicolored layered micarta, sort of like second from the bottom.
Yeah.
Well, I would be perfectly happy with any of the micarta options. But carbon fiber is where I would.
I'll be honest. If there was a carbon fiber option, it might be hard to pick that linen micarta.
Since recently we're like picking up some camo stuff and liking how it's really kind of like wearing in as far as the oils of my hands. You guys have seen what I do to micarta. It's good times. Sweaty boy. I do like that micarta one, but the wood is kind of classy.
It's really nice. And I only have another single piece wood handled fixed blade, and it's a big Bowie that I can't really carry around all that conveniently. So honestly, any one of these I wouldn't be upset about getting. I just want the carbon fiber because I like carbon fiber. I'm a sucker for carbon fiber.
Is carbon fiber on option?
I'm assuming. I thought I heard somebody talking about it in one of the videos. They just didn't have any to show. So I'm assuming that it'll become available.
If it comes out in carbon fiber and it looks even remotely like your North Arm Skaha, as far as the contouring and stuff like that in the carbon fiber, yeah, that'll look sexy as hell.
I have high hopes.
So, good for you guys. Good for you guys. All liking the willies.
Yeah,
4 to 4:30. I'm telling you.
Gotta get one in hand.
It's got a little crook in it,
Yeah. Good times.
So
every time you say 4 to 4:30, Dennis, I think the thing in my head, and I almost say it every time, but I haven't.
I haven't. Not yet, at least.
Nope.
All right. I guess that leaves me. Well, it's not the Willie, you sons of bitches.
Yeah,
I
that
stole
was
your thunder.
exactly a little salty, but it's okay. It's okay. What's your number one?
It's also the Willie.
You can't have the first two and as one. Come on.
I secretly found a picture of the carbon fiber Willie.
Aw, it kind of pissed me off, actually.
No, actually, it's not. It's actually surprising. As soon as you guys flashed it again last week, 2 out of my 3 picks were things you flashed last week that I was like, "Whoa, I missed that one," because there's a lot to take in at the SHOT Show, and being a knife retailer, sometimes we have to look at brands that I need to order and sell to a public audience more than I can look for my own enjoyment. So sometimes I miss out on some of those things because as soon as I see things, I can like, oh, I'll sell the crap out of that. And so yeah. Anyway, this was actually a knife that we're probably not going to be selling unless it's to me. It's the MKM Eclipse.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good pick. What was that?
CPM is just saying acting on verba in chat.
Oh,
Okay.
You had a picture of it last week that was like a gold bronzy one. That was the picture that they used for like their social media.
Yeah.
And Joe actually made the comment about it looking very like almost sabotage, subvert. That came up in CPM's feed here this week with Jason Momoa in Fast and Furious 5. But speaking
stabbing with the least stabby knife of all time.
Sometimes you just got to lick it like a spoon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. That's the bronzy one. Yeah, that's a good one.
Lick it like a spoon.
See why you're excited about this thing.
So we talked about M398 as this option.
Right.
Yes. And in the videos, apparently they were talking about M398 in the video. Now, when you go to the only place that you can really find it, which is Blade HQ at this point in time with the coming soon thing, it is under Magna Cut. Okay. Good old Magma Cut. So I might have found the first knife that actually intrigues me in Magna Cut. Look at that. Look at me go.
Very interesting.
I'm growing as a person.
I was just about to say that.
Again, Magna Cut. It sounds like something you should like. It's a stainless M4. Come on.
I think he's just being contrarian.
I think so too.
Sometimes I have to be a stubborn old man about some certain things.
Sometimes you just need to be the mule.
Yeah, sometimes. Prove it to me.
I don't
Laren? No, not you.
Laren.
I'm talking way above your pay grade.
Okay.
Oh. Well,
anyway, this thing jazzed me.
It's a good pick. It's a very good pick. If you get it in hand, I feel like I'm going to be tempted even more heavily to try and track one down for myself. But what variation would you be getting?
I don't know what's out there yet. Other than these two. Right now, as it sits, I'd lean probably towards maybe the carbon fiber, maybe this one, just because it's a right hand only. But again, not knowing the variations, get some bling. I got a lot of gray titanium for right hand only. And by a lot, I mean all of my right hand only is gray titanium.
I thought that was intentional.
I had more flavor with traditionals in my right hand pocket than I did with the shit I carry nowadays. Like it's
I think. Are you starting to get bored of all gray titanium?
No, God, no.
Good.
How dare you suggest it?
I carried a Sage 2 this week, Paul. Joe, get on. Get your head out of your ass.
That's a great answer. Thank you. All right, fair enough.
So, anyway, this one came out of the woodwork, didn't even see it. Totally over the radar until you guys pointed it out last week. And then I did some digging. And by that, I mean I tried to do some digging and couldn't find shit all about this knife. So, which one would you prefer, steel-wise? Oh, M390, M398, for sure. And no doubt about it.
No doubt about it.
So M398 should provide much better edge retention than Magna Cut and not be as tough. That's basically the trade-off that I'm fairly certain would take place.
But it's M398's like in the realm of S90 and those kind of steels, yeah?
M398 is supposed to be an evolution of M390, leaning towards heavier range holding.
Yeah, that's what
It's like if someone took M390 and tried to turn it into ZDP.
That's what I'm
The
getting
comp
at
is,
it.
yeah, it's like a 67 or 66, 67 Rockwell. Like it's
Yeah.
kind of like a ZDP in that way. Yeah. It's Bowler's ZDP effectively. Although it's supposed to have better toughness than ZDP from what I
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to play with that too.
Yeah.
So, but I'll take Magna. I'll take Magna Cut. If someone's
I'll
not going to make a kitchen knife fast enough for me, I'll take this for now. It's fine.
Yeah.
Just buy a North Arm. Don't they make their kitchen knives at a Magna Cut?
I don't know if they do.
Well, they
I don't know if
should.
do.
Because that's 35, which still isn't a bad choice. Nice
No.
polish on that
But-
son of a bitch.
They went to Magna Cut with their folder, so I just assumed, if I'm being honest.
It might be a testing ground for them, but hard to say.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah. So it went over the radar. That's right. That's what I said, Justin. Get used to it.
Over, under, it wasn't on it.
I think that actually works as far as radar goes.
If you're up
I
high
think you
enough.
can.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
you
you're
can go over a radar. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a short dude. I remember watching that show.
Apparently, he was also kind of a dick.
Oh.
Yeah.
You could have kind of went a lot of places with that. That show was before the time of.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna mention other characters' names.
Anyway, yeah.
Ain't doing it.
MKM Eclipse, good for you.
Indeed.
Are we
It's
ready
looking nice.
for what the fuck picks?
Yes,
That seems bigger than what you would be into, though. if
it
I'm being
is
honest.
like
Yeah.
subvert kind of. Yeah. Like it's kind of bigger than what I
Stop
normally like.
Convert, you prick.
That Subbird is such a nice fucking knife.
If
Oh.
it was left-hand carry, I'd carry it this week. But I've said about gray titanium knives, so
I can't swap out for orange G10.
that just fucks it. Even though it is gray titanium. That's the best part. It's still gray titanium.
Just lend it to me, and I will carry it in my right hand pocket.
Oh, truly awful.
It's got no tip. It's blunt on glass. I'll be fine.
It is. I don't need you throwing my knife into glass.
Like I said, it's got no tip to blunt, so it'll be fine.
It does. It's pointy. I'll show you. Come here. I'll see you in an hour and 20 minutes.
Whatever you say, Mr. Momola.
He's gonna run. He's gonna get there real quick.
All right. WTF. Honorable, dishonorable discharge.
My dishonorable discharge for the evening is gonna be the fucking Benchmade's Narrows. What a piss off. Yeah.
Calling it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, right off
Yeah.
the hop.
Not even fucking hesitating with this one. Fuck it and fuck Benchmade. Okay, so
Tell us how you really feel, Joe.
All right.
no, I
CPM
actually
is on.
okay. They could have done something impressive for a reasonable cost. The material. Look, the amount of money they sunk into materials for this thing is minimal.
But it's PVD coated. Come
It's
on.
PVD coated titanium and M390, and very thin amounts of it with torsion springs. These are all good things, but then they went and charged 550 fucking American dollars for it. That doesn't make
580?
sense. And I get that.
570,
Oh,
whatever it is.
the machining is going to take up a certain amount. Like, look, I have a milling machine that I work on. I have a decent idea of how much faster a lot of higher end machines are, like the stuff that Benchmade has. The machine time that factors into this does not equate $550. Titanium hasn't become that hard to come by in these thicknesses that I can believe that, right?
Yeah, but you
would've-
should see the cost of blue paint.
yeah,
Skyrocketed.
fucking
You
ridiculous.
know, blue doesn't appear in nature, Joe.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Got to make that synthetically.
Anyway,
no one's ever
Joe,
watched
it's
a blue jay.
33. They're gray.
There's also blue jays.
Yeah, but they are gray. They just bend light to make them appear blue.
isn't that how all color works?
Yeah, but if you look at their actual
Isn't that
feathers, they are actually gray. It's a different process.
Yeah, I think
I
I've
understand
heard
what you're
this
saying.
somewhere along the way.
Just
Anyway, we're
normally-
talking about knives. I think I have
Normally
heard that,
what-
but yeah.
What colors do is they get absorbed, and ones that get reflected are what you see. it doesn't do that. It bends it, and as it passes through, it comes out blue.
Is it a similar process for the butterfly wings that I'm thinking
Probably.
about? Yeah,
What,
okay.
laserettes them on the blade? Because we're talking about knives right now, goddammit, you
Exactly.
goddamn hippies.
Anyway, this is a piss off. This should have been way less expensive, like $200 less expensive minimum.
Do you know how expensive 33% thinner than a bug out costs, Joe? 33%.
Apparently 55% added cost.
Yeah.
Like 55 to 75% added cost.
How thin can we go? Come on.
Were people concerned about the thickness of a bug out? Is my question.
Has no one else realized that they just put a sequence?
This is beyond the fact that this is not going to be a comfortable knife to hold and use for a substantial length of time to begin with. Like, for making a functional cutting tool, you kind of missed the fucking mark with me on this one. And even aside for a collector's version, it's like, okay, but
Did no one else notice that they put a Sequel XL blade on this thing?
Mm-hmm.
No.
I like the blade.
It's a Sequel blade. Look at it.
I don't dislike the knife. That's the worst part about this what the fuck pick is it's overall not the worst thing in the world. I'm actually fairly intrigued by it, but
fix the hardware.
Guys,
fix the hardware.
I don't even give a shit about the hardware. Fix the fucking price.
Their Rook hardware needs to go.
Yeah, no, fix the hardware. This isn't even a pricing issue.
It is that too.
Silver hardware, graded titanium, but like
do titanium and anodize it blue. I'm cool with that too. Do aluminum. Don't do aluminum.
Don't do aluminum, please. For the love of God, do not do aluminum hardened.
No, I take it back. It's all gone wrong.
So, yeah. No shocker. No shocker.
No, I'm still mad.
Even though they reinvented the Omega Spring again.
And you know what? This is probably going to be the only. So the Anthem, and now the Narrows. They've changed up which spring they're using, and we'll never see it again because fuck us. That's why.
Well, longevity-wise, this one actually might have some staying power. Yeah,
and I'd imagine just due to the shape of the springs, probably user repairability will be much higher.
Okay.
No.
That's right.
No, I get you.
And they kept all the gray and blue for this knife instead of giving me an immunity that was gray like it was supposed to be last year. And now you come out with a blue goddamn immunity instead of a fucking gray one. Assholes. You put gray on this knife and then blue paint. Sons of bitches. Anyway.
The marketing department needs to be stopped.
I didn't pick Benchmade. I just want to piggyback on bitching because it irks me that I can't get a gray and blue immunity like I wanted.
Look, the bronze is the right choice for the immunity. You're just going to have to accept it.
Well, blue's not.
Yeah, no, it sure ain't. I mean, the green is also a good choice.
So bad. So bad. Anyway.
I guess what's my...
Your what the fuck pick, yeah.
My what the fuck pick.
Had you previously sent me a link in an email or something like that?
I did not.
Okay.
It's tangentially related to your Narrows pick here, if I'm being honest. You can probably just Google benchmade.com and go to their website. Because it's benchmade.com is my what the fuck pick for this year. Because this is the only real new knife that they picked for the year. That are made for the year. Other than their stupid bayonet thing that's awful. Everything else was just, here, look, we changed the color on this.
Right.
And I'm annoyed.
Benchmade, the company, is the what the fuck at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But they put a thumb stud on a tagged out. Come on, man.
Yeah, they sure did. They sure did.
Talk about another knife that I'm very excited about, except for the price.
Yeah. No. We'll get to the
MagnaCut.
No, we'll get to the S30 Raghorn. Come on.
Oh, there you go. I do want a flyway in S90. I'm into that.
Yeah.
I like the green.
Me and you chatted about that knife already. Yeah.
Yeah. But as an overall, just come on, guys. We've been making fun of Kershaw for the last at least 2 years for doing exactly this, and then you joined
Oh,
that.
I'm not done. I'm not done making fun of Gersha. It's fine.
Is that coming up?
Yeah.
It might come up in conversation. But,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really have a lot to say on this other than, I mean, I think we all know that we were all kind of disappointed by what Bench made.
Well, you
this
see,
year.
I'm gonna focus too much on selling teal mini bug outs
And look,
to actually innovate anything.
having new and different options, that would have been much more impressive had you not had a fucking customizer available on your website for how many years, where you could change colors and handle materials and stuff like that for how long?
But not in the flavor of this season.
That's
on.
just
Yeah.
that's the part
Look.
that's like, really? Wow. Okay.
Does it annoy either one of you that I know for a fact that I will sell the shit out of those too? Like, they're printing money at this point, and I know it, but
Look, but we're a knife enthusiast channel. We're talking about knives for knife enthusiasts. It's not that it's a bad business decision necessarily. It's just you did that, and you did so little else.
that's the little else is what really annoys me. I will say though, we've already had people coming and looking for bug out variations.
Indeed.
Yeah.
They made a blue and brown one. I mean, come on. How
Yeah.
could you go wrong?
You know, those colors, they're just
When you describe it like that, it sells itself.
it's no. I think it's your turn, Dennis.
Yeah, it is.
Janice?
It is. I have myself a fancy link here, you see.
Right.
Because
Let me go.
my WTF. So my theme has been companies that have been 5 years behind. And people need to sue each other more often. But speaking of companies that are 5 years behind, I present to you.
Oh no.
I mean, Buck did it. Buck did a really good job. But
Oh no.
they came out with 110 selects.
$13.95. What's the blade steel on this?
Slim selects.
420 stainless steel. Oh no.
Okay, so here's the one thing I'll give them. That price point. Look at that price point. They're giving these things away.
yeah,
they better be.
and they have to be.
When they say 420 high carbon, do they? Sorry, 420
No.
stainless. Yeah, that's my issue.
They just
If it
mean
was 420 high
420
carbon, I'd
stainless.
be like, fuck.
That's a J2 right up in
That
there.
is-
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, technically, you can pardon it.
But
I-
why would you bother? So that's why it's $13. Let's be honest here. It's
Oh.
Why are you cutting with that liner material?
so Buck straight up made Slim Select plastic handles, 420 high carbon. They were made in the States
this
at
one.
least, and they were charging them $40, $50, right? So yeah.
At
Speaking
least Buck
of-
was using 420 high carbon, at the very least.
You know, I really
Yeah.
thought this was Buck. I didn't realize that we were on Ontario.
Okay, see, so the same year you release two knives with MagnaCut, you release these.
You got to make up
Want to
for
say
it
that
somehow.
word again?
Release?
Relice.
You relice them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've been liced once before.
These things need to be deloused for sure. Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely.
But they got wire clips.
Yeah, that's cheaper.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what that is.
Those
Yeah.
have more of a heat treatment on them than the 420 do. But
Oh, that's probably fucking accurate. You know what? Okay, there's a time and a place for knives like this. That's all I'm going to say about it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
All right.
SHOT Show 2023, we're coming out with plastic handles with 420J.
Yeah, that's pretty awful.
Yeah.
Side by side with MagnaCut, and you want us to take you seriously.
Is anybody surprised?
Well, okay, so they came out with if you see the Camp Plus series, I believe, they came out with some EDC models last year. They came out with like a bread knife and a Santoku and a 420J, and they were very, like, they had this family camping oriented vibe that were super cheapy, budgety.
Yeah.
There's one. If you scroll up, there's a green sheep's foot camp bread. Yeah.
The Santoku.
Or the bread knife or whichever.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So I think these were ones that they came out with last year. I think those were SHOT Show 2022.
Yes.
Yeah, that were.
They were, and we were. I remember us talking about it. It's like Oz 8 at 52 to 56, but you look at the price. Like, well,
bam, there you go, right?
Camping?
So they straight up just were like, "Hey, these were a good idea. Let's make a $110 select."
Yeah. Let's make it cut cardboard. See how that works out
on that platform, and go even cheaper on the steel, but then still sell it for basically the same price.
That's the other thing that kind of bothers me. Like Oz 8, even like it's still not a cheap steel to get.
I feel like if you go any cheaper, you start alienating people as well.
Then Oz 8, or you mean 420?
I just mean
like $14.
$13.
Yeah.
And that's on their website. So quite often, American retailers in particular will be below your MSRP. So if you've got 14 on OKC, that means you've got $9.99 on Blade HQ.
Yeah.
Right?
And there's guys out there that'd be like, "Oh yeah, $10, I'll pay that for a knife. $5? Oh, that's awful." They're insane, but
yeah.
I'm sure those people exist.
I don't.
So yeah.
Can I take the plastic ones? I'll take the plastic ones there. They're green.
These things.
They can't be worse.
It comes with a polypropylene cutting board, so there's that.
There you go.
So anyway, last year I went after OKC a little bit for their soft heat treatments, and being like blatantly soft, they just tell people like if it's 5160, it's like go screw yourself type of thing.
They don't even say the heat treatment here. They don't, and
there's no heat treatment.
They tell you the Camp Plus Santoku. They say that it's 52 to 58, but here they don't say shit.
Now they might be too new. Give them benefit of the doubt, maybe too new of a knife that they don't have specs up for it yet.
And look, you can heat treat 420. You can get some benefit, and
maybe they haven't tested the ones that have come out yet to post it on the website on what they are, because they don't know until that happens.
That's fucking awful.
Who knows? Yeah. There could be many reasons.
Well, and okay, you know what? They are saying they clearly want you to use this in an outdoor setting. They say providing the right tools for your camping and adventuring experiences. Okay, so they don't want you sitting around cutting cardboard with this stuff. You're cutting wood. You're cutting. Don't worry about the terminology.
Don't tell me what they want.
But if they're intending for you to just be cutting wood and like rope and occasionally food while you're camping, and okay, you know what? Fine. For $13, whatever. But you could do Oz 8 for 14, and we know that can actually hold an edge for a period of time.
I don't know if either one of you have seen Pharaoh Slash's comments in chat, but they're pretty funny.
I have.
I told OKC they no longer have permission to share my photos. Got to remove like 5 pics from their website or from their Instagram.
And the Arctic background was Benchmade before that. We don't know. I think there's some sort of story, blah, 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 customer, real life experience, something. He stabbed a polar bear when it was trying to kill a baby seal or something. I don't know. Well,
and then he also stabbed the baby seal after the
fact,
right?
Maybe with the mini Osborne, and that's how it ended up with that frosty pattern all over the handle, and that's where the that marbled carbon fiber for the gold class came from 2 years ago.
Story.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Can I get a vial of polar bear blood with the knife?
Do you want a fat marble carbon fiber, some other handles? Do you need polar bear blood to do that? Maybe that's the secret.
I'm just saying, if I'm going to pay the money for that knife, I want a vial of polar bear blood with it.
Yeah, you're messed up. All right, good stuff.
On that note, I think that wraps up our what the fuck picks.
You're welcome.
They're all pretty what the fucky. There's a lot of silly shit in here, so yeah.
There's a couple contenders.
Of the three, the most what the fucky as far as the actual product is concerned. I mean, I'm kind of torn between the Cap Plus and just Benchmade as a whole, but I'd say like 420 for that price makes sense. But why anyone would get that as opposed to spending $5 more and getting something way better? Come on, this is stupid.
Because people,
if you're gonna do it, do like Ben or like Cold Steel does, where you've got, or Buck even, where you've got the select, you've got the avids, you've got the pros. Do tiers. You're a proper knife company. Don't just do the sub-select series, because these aren't even selects. Like
their choice.
Yeah. I mean, the Avid series was 1326 Sandvik, and the pros were S30V with the Buck series, right? So, I mean, do something like that to show that you're an actual knife company if you're going to come out with something like this.
So that you
or you're trying to be so cheap that even Buck doesn't want to sue you for this. So,
like it's they don't want even want to insinuate that it can be anything similar
this is
to their
nothing
products.
like our knife. We don't affiliate with that garbage at all.
Dick Richards is saying that a polar bear is more likely to get a vial of my blood. That's exactly why I want a vial of polar bear blood. Because who else has one of those?
I'm not sure how many polar bears are living in Paul's building downtown, but
I'm getting their blood. That's all you need to know.
There's going to be this sweet elevator fight. I can't wait to watch that cam footage.
Of me getting murdered by a polar bear in an elevator?
Wow, it's going to be
that
bloody.
Sounds awful.
It's going to be bloody.
Oh, wow.
I'll just be standing at the bottom of the elevator shaft with the vial.
I do appreciate the fact that you think it's going to be a fight.
Well, I mean, there's going to be a struggle, but calling it a fight might be a bit of a stretch.
I mean, obviously, this polar bear is disoriented. He ended up in an elevator, so
that's fair.
It's going to be some sort of element of getting your bearings
from too much baby semen and woke up in an elevator.
I heard it.
Good.
I missed it. What did you say at my expense?
No, I just said he would have to get his bearings. See? It's a good way to end the show.
This is my own fault. I asked for clarification.
Yeah, but I think this is a good point to cap it off. So there it is. Our top threes and our bottom three are what the hell did these people think they were doing? I like that Benchmade ended up with 2 of those positions somehow.
Yeah, but a Willie got 3, so...
Hey, yeah, that Willie looks fucking awesome. Can't wait to get that Willie in my hand and shove that Willie into my pocket.
Uh-huh.
Excited.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. No innuendo in there at all.
Oh, no, not even a little bit. Can't say that on YouTube. But I'm very excited.
Struggled.
Indeed. Yeah, on that note.
All right, gentlemen. All right. We have to thank some people.
We should.
How about Patreon? Thank those guys. They support us month after month.
Yeah.
Well, we've done nothing for them.
Look, we have been very clear about Christmas 2023.
About the time frame that we plan on being late on.
Yeah.
Being late for, we're still going to miss it. Don't say that. It's too early to be saying we're going to miss it.
It's January 2024?
No. We got to keep it. We got to keep it Christmas 2023. We can't.
Oh, yeah. We got to keep the meme.
We got to keep the meme.
Got to keep the spirit alive.
Yeah.
Spirit of Christmas.
I think someone's making that imaginary bar, but anyway, so
Spirit of Christmas 2023.
All right. Thanks some other people, goddammit.
Yeah. Thank you to the people who continue to confuse me by following us on Instagram. I appreciate each and every one of you. And most of you still aren't Damascus manufacturers. So
You continue to frighten and confuse me, but please
Indeed.
continue to follow us.
I learned a new feature about my phone though, so I might have an idea or two for some upcoming Instagram content, but I don't want to make too many promises because I'm sure I'm probably full of shit.
New Instagram content.
Indeed.
Holy
Did you know
cow.
you can make GIFs on our phone, Joe?
Yes. It's very fun.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
times.
you can make GIFs of anything. You can just record your screen.
That concerns me. Speaking of, thank you for joining us week after week on Sunday. We won't be here next Sunday. Joe is moving away from me.
The hell away.
And I'm in another province. I'm over on the ocean trying not to get tsunamied. So
It's my birthday near then, and I was going to do something birthday-y that weekend, but I'm not. I'm doing something at a later date. So there.
Well, all right.
I'm just going to enjoy my weekend. You can't stop me.
Well, screw you, dude.
Can't stop me.
if you'd like to stop Paul, check out his Instagram.
There you go.
Get him
You
to
can
post some
annoy
neat
him in
stuff.
his DMs. It'll be fun. It's
Just all 6 of you, stop.
You haven't stopped.
Yeah.
I was going to enjoy myself tonight, but my small niche following has invited me to stop.
As invited me to stop.
Yeah. Invited.
So we'll be back not on the 19th, but on the 26th. Assuming I have internet by that time. I should. It shouldn't take that long to get those together.
And probably fun new 2023 toys to talk about. So
Yes.
good
There are
times.
some
Good
things
times.
on the way. There are some things.
I might already own one of my top 3 picks by that point.
I hope so. Gives us something to talk about.
Indeed.
Yeah, you better not be playing with your Willy.
I don't know if that one will be out yet, but you can't stop me.
If the Willie's out, you bet Paul's going to have his hands on one.
I'm going to be gripping that handle like you don't even know. You don't know.
Like it's 4 to 4:30.
Yeah, it's that time.
It's totally that time.
All right, get us out of here.
All right.
Good night,
That's
guys.
enough.
Have a great night. We'll see you in a couple weeks.
Indeed.
Take care. Have a good night, everybody.
Do your outro there, Dennis.
I was going to, but then you had to be like, hey, Dennis, do your thing so we can go home. And I was like, I'd try to do my thing, but you're interrupting me from doing my thing. Having said that, guys, we will see you again in 2 weeks. Thanks for joining us. I am who I am. I'm Dennis Fibers.
There and Joe.
And I'm XL.ca.
See you in a week, and hopefully not 2 weeks. Bye-bye.
Dude.
And if you need me between 4 and 4:30, that's Willie's time.
Yeah.